Welcome to yet another explainer video, and in this video today I'm going to discuss the two scanners in in the website. One of them is the Tandem inside bar and the other one is the Tandem inside bar entry. So once I explain one of that, the other one would be very self-explanatory. Okay, so let's start. Click on the explanation on the Tandem inside bar. So as the name suggests, what is Tandem? What does the Tandem inside bar scanner gives you? It gives you two inside bars in tandem. Okay, in tandem means one after the other. So the other way to call this would also be a double inside bar. If you don't know what an inside bar is, so an inside bar is basically a bar like this. So this whole bar is enclosed inside or the previous bar. Okay, so that is basically what an inside bar is. So the previous bar is called the mother bar and this is the inside bar. Okay, so then what is tandem inside bar? Like I said, if two of them occur together, so in this case the current bar, which is 19 March, is an inside bar uh, inside the 18th March candle, right? But the 18th March candle is also an inside bar, which is inside the 17th March candle. So this is what I call a tandem inside bar. Now, tandem inside bars by itself is not enough generally for a setup, because for a setup one also needs to look at the overall trend of the trend of the stock. Is the stock trending up? Is there a prior uptrend? So on and so forth, right? But what a tandem inside bar can give you, if you have almost all the prerequisites of what you are looking in a setup. So for example, let's say NACL industries can be a good setup here because it's a prior uptrend. And then what I would generally be looking for in a setup is some sort of consolidation with tightness VCP, right? So once you have that, then if you see a tandem inside bar, that can be almost almost a pre-entry kind of a system which you can use. And the presence of inside bar doesn't mean that your setup will break out for sure, or once it breaks out it'll definitely work for sure. All it does is it'll give you a very small stop loss. So for example, and I will talk to you a little bit in a very soon about how one can use it as an entry tactic as well. Okay, but before that I will quickly show you what the tandem inside bar is. So if you run at the tandem inside bar scanner today, which is 19th March 2025, you can see that there are only three names which is there in the scanner, and three name is very manageable name. Sometimes it can go up to 5-10 as well. So for example, here on this day there were about 40 tandem inside bars, right? So that is like a very tight day, not much of action on the major majority of the stocks. So I'll quickly show you last few names which occurred here and how one could have traded them. Okay, so like I said, TFCI is a tandem inside bar, Sanofi is a tandem inside bar. But again, if you look at the overall picture, this is just a basing. This is yet to break out. PGHL, although it's a tandem inside bar, the we don't like the price action of the overall setup. Okay, so that's why I mentioned that having the tandem inside bars is not enough. How about yesterday? So if you see yesterday, Chennai Petro Chemical had tandem inside bars. IDBI had a really nice tandem inside bar. Not only it was two IBs back to back. This, if you say that this one was not exactly an IB, you can see that the last four candles out of five were IB. So this was sort of the mother candle, then this inside bar with a range smaller than the previous one more smaller, similar range. This one was an inside bar, and this one's a really inside. So what does an inside bar mean? Inside bar basically means a reduction in volatility. In other words, it's basically a volatility contraction pattern, which is very readily visible to us. Okay, and it's a short pattern, so it comes in form of an inside bar. If you look at this in an intraday time frame, the volatility contraction would be more visible to us here. Okay, so if you see that this is a huge contraction here. Okay, so you can see that, and now let's talk about some of the other names as well. um, so the other name which popped up was yesterday on an inside bar was Balakrishna Industries, and again today it broke out to the most good looking one was BDL. So you can see this is a perfect setup, right? So you have a prior uptrend, which was from the overextended to the downside, the up move from there, and then it came till the 50 DMA, acted as a resistance, and then it tightened. First 3 days was increase in volatility, but the last 2 days just below the 50 DMA was a tightness. So this then constituted a good setup, and I had also posted about this yesterday on Twitter and also in my group. So again, I'm what I'm trying to say is not all of them will be lined up as a setup, but some of them will be, right. If we go back day before, this was yesterday a really nice breakout from the Tandem inside bar in NTPC, and today we had a small follow through, a small ATR names, so they will not be moving so fast. Similarly, Jindal Steel was also a breakout from this one, Tandem IB. They will not work all the time, right? So Cummins was another name which came out of this small consolidation, so on and so forth. If you go back, there are others very good examples. So Kotak Mahindra Bank on 4th was a Tandem IB here, around the key EMAs, and then again there were 3 inside bars back to back, and then there was a big move here. Even here, this is not Tandem IB, but this is a very nice IB, and after that a very small candle again, right? So continuously searching for Tandem IBs or running the scanner every day will give you names which are nicely poised to break out. So ICICI Bank on this day, so on and so forth. So let's talk quickly about how one could have one could have traded the inside bar setup. So I think this is very straightforward. The best way to trade the inside bar is to buy when it breaks out of the inside bar. So one can use the mother bar, or one can use the inside bar as well the next day as a breakout level. So just a couple of points above either the inside bar high or the mother bar high would be the entry. And if you see, if you enter near that, your stop loss would generally be less than 3%, less than 4% or so, which you can use as the inside bars. Some points below inside bar low can be used as a stop loss, right? So that is basically how one can use the in Tandem inside bar scanner. And the other scanner also, let's discuss then. So it's the Tandem inside bar entry. So if you see anything which was in yesterday's Tandem inside bar list which broke out today, right when it breaks out, it will be caught by the scanner. So Indo-Thai Chennai Petro broke out at 916, BDL followed short after a minute later, and later during the day in the morning itself IDBI also had a breakout. So if you see here, we were discussing BDL. If you go to, let's say, 3 minutes time frame, you will see that on this candle 917, the high was the IB high, the previous day's IB high was taken out, and BDL 146.5 was when it got triggered around this, okay, on the first 3 minutes candle itself. Similarly, IDBI 75.2. So this, yeah, on this candle, hold on, let me go to the daily chart on IDBI. Yeah, so the high of the this candle got triggered at around 74, 75, 73.45, and that was the time when IDBI also got in this scanner. So this is pretty straightforward. Yeah, let me know if there are any questions. Just mention in the comments, and I will clarify that at the earliest. I hope these two very straightforward scanners are clear and you now know how to use it. And hopefully, this video was helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.